That's not a knife. That's a knife. Just want to give you guys a huge shout out to each and every one of you 500 plus subscribers. Thank you very much for everything that you guys have done and all of the support that you have given me. We have reached our goal. I have a YouTube short posted for an entry video. Make sure you guys go over to that short and post one comment. Follow the rules on that short and post a comment, and we will be running that giveaway for each of these two items on the 25th of July. Again, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you, each and every one of you, for all of the support and to getting me to 500 subscribers. I look forward to being able to give these two knife packages away for such awesome support that you guys given me. So make sure you head on over to my shorts and enter through that video. Now let's get to the regular video. Welcome back, everybody. Faithful EDC here with you today. Today we have the Pickled Steel Freja. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this knife, but this one is actually the SWD Edition. So it is a modified knife by SWD. They took the flipper tab off. So the flipper delete on this knife. This originally was a red scale pocket knife, and they deleted the flipper tab on it, and then Jimmy Crow purchased the knife, or got the knife, and he dyed the red scales. I do believe it's like a purplish color. Really nice looking here. It is definitely one of a kind. I'm not super familiar with pickled steel. I've had the Pickled Steel Rhino in the past on a review, but I had never had the regular Freja, F-R-E-J-A, Freja. I'd never had the regular Freja, so this to me seemed like it was perfect right out of the gate. And up until doing some research on it, I didn't know that it originally came with a flipper tab. So good on SWD guys for taking the initiative and modifying this knife. Of course, I talked with Jimmy, and he's going to be getting a couple more Frejas in and doing the flipper tab delete by himself. I 100% agree with him. It does not need a flipper tab. The flipper tab would just get up here and be in the way. I've got a couple knives over here to the side that I'm going to talk to on that, and we'll go from there. But it is a super lightweight, kind of like the Spyderco lightweight scale material here. Probably just like a nylon, glass reinforced nylon handle material there. It does have steel liners and a nylon backspacer here. No lanyard hole in this knife. We do have a deep-ish pocket carry clip. Not all the way deep, but it's more than enough sufficient. I do miss having a lanyard on my pocket knives. I've been reaching for this all day long, and there's no lanyard to grab a hold of to pull it out. So it takes some getting used to without a lanyard, especially when you're a lanyard guy and every single knife you own that is possible to have a lanyard has one. It just takes a little bit to get used to. But the Freja is like I said, lightweight nylon scales, super comfortable in the hand. This guy is absolutely slicey. It has D2 blade steel, as you've seen on the other side already. I forgot to mention that while we had it there. So D2 blade steel, really nice flat grind, high flat grind, makes this super slicey. Thinner blade steel and a high flat grind makes these knives super slicey. Absolutely love this thing. Cut some cordage, paracord with it today. It's kind of one of my things that I use every knife. I mess with enough paracord, so kind of judge cutting with paracord, and this thing is up there. It's up there with the high flat grind of the CGRB Pyrite Lights. It's up there with the full grind of the Spyderco, paramilitary, Mannix, anything. That high flat grind is just an absolutely amazing grind on this thing. It's super slicey. Dual thumb studs, liner lock. This one here lines up pretty darn close to being centered, perfectly centered. Great knife, guys. Jimping up top, it's pretty good. It's not as grippy as I would like for it to be, but you know, as long as it has some jimping and I can feel it and it does work, I am okay with having the jimping there. I do enjoy really aggressive jimping, which not everybody does. So I'm the oddball, and I'm okay with being the oddball. So more than likely, this is sufficient jimping for most people, and I'm just the odd one out that likes it to be very aggressive. Nice drop point blade shape here. It has this top grind here. I'm not really sure how to speak to that or what it's called, but it has another grind, like a bevel up there on top. Makes that blade look really good. And then whenever you shut it and you see the mixture of the high flat grind and that bevel, oh, that makes it look so awesome. So let's talk with this here for just a few minutes here. Pickled Steel is, I think it is South African based company. These are currently out of stock. You can pre-order them on the Pickled Steel website. I will link that down in the description. $33.76 for this knife. No brainer, guys. Everybody needs to have a Pickled Steel Freja. As soon as they become available, I'll be grabbing one for sure, and be doing a flipper delete as well on mine. Give me something to do and something to test it out and try modding it a little bit more than just, you know, dyeing some scales. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm 100% in on this knife. This is such a nice knife. You guys know I've spoke about this HX Outdoors, the D2. I never really liked D2 because it was, you know, a corrosive steel, tool steel, and I just don't want to deal with the rust. But Wicked Wax has since come to market, and guys, I'm in on the D2. Surprised that I'm saying that. 14C AR RPM 9 blade steel, those are my go-to really favorite blade steels, but D2 is getting close to becoming a very tough contender with 14C. Absolutely love this knife, guys. For the price, you can't beat it. I 100% agree the flipper delete is a necessity on this knife. I wanted to speak to two knives that I've gotten in here recently from Wixco. We did this just the other day. This one's the Axor, and it is thumb stud delete. And I'm not 100% sure what this name is. Let me look here. The Pexton. Yeah, Pexton. And this is flipper tab and blade hole. So blade hole and flipper tab. There you've seen it right there, right off the bat. So if you have a flipper tab, you have to have a spot on 100% good detent pin. Blade hole, you can flick it to be aggressive with it and it's okay. If you have no flipper tab and a thumb stud only, you're going to get it every time. I've been struggling with this Pexton quite a bit here, to where I can barely get it to come out. So I just wanted to speak on that, on those two Wixco knives, just to bring out that blade. Thumb studs are far superior in my opinion. It might not be everybody's opinion. Thumb studs are far superior than a flipper tab. If it's solely a flipper tab only knife, it's probably not going to be in my top contending of what I'm going to pick up. But if you have thumb studs and a flipper tab, I'll be interested in it. So, or the blade hole, thumb studs or blade hole. I can work with either one. But if it's just a flipper tab only, it's a tough call for me because of the reliability of a thumb stud is far superior than a flipper tab. I also wanted to bring out my Bird Meadowlark 2. So this is the material that I feel that this is, you know, the similar to the lightweight. I mean, I know this is Bird and not Spyderco, but the Spyderco lightweight versions is exactly the same type or feel of scale. The Birds are a little bit more aggressive and cheaper in quality, so not as good as the Spydercos, but that is the nylon, like glass reinforced nylon, that I was speaking to on this knife. Size comparisons here. Spyderco 2, Parallel Military 2 up top there, our number 2 pencil down below, our Sharpie for size comparison here, and you're well over half of the pencil with it being shut. Get this guy opened here. Open our Paramilitary 2. The Paramilitary 2 is a bigger knife. And there's our number 2 pencil. So it is exactly the same size as the number 2 pencil. And there you go on the Sharpie. So it's bigger than the Sharpie. You got about an inch, maybe just a little bit less than an inch size difference between the Paramilitary 2 and the the Pickled Steel sizes, but it is the same size as a number 2 pencil. There we go. Now let's get you some sizes, some actual true size for, well, true enough for me size with our tape measure here. We gotta stop doing that. Let's see, 4 3/8 closed. We have 3 3/16 sharpened edge and 3 1/4 blade length, and 7 1/2 inches overall open. Great size. Guys, this one here is a lightweight knife. I'm gonna go 2.7 ounce on this guy and hope that we hit it. Ooh, I'm under. So 3.16. It is a little bit heavier than I was expecting it to be. It definitely does not feel that heavy. Super comfortable in the hand. Great ergos. It's got this nice backdrop here. Fits in that hand perfectly fine. Really comfortable. 3.15 ounces. That is surprising to me that it broke 3 ounces. Overall, absolutely nice knife. Super, super cool. $33.76 on the Pickled Steel website. It is a pre-order currently because they are sold out, but I'm going to be looking at one once they come in stock. So let's do some cutting here real quick. Forgot to do that. This thing is, like I mentioned, it's cutting paracord with ease. Paracord is one of those oddities that I find some knives cut good and some knives don't cut good, and this thing flies through that paracord. Flies through the cardboard, flies through the paracord, slices and dices through the paper. Very, very nice. Highly recommended by Faithful EDC. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys all for the support. We made it to the 500 subscriber mark. Don't forget to go check out that short on my channel and get entered for the 500 subscriber giveaway. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Give me a comment down below and we'll try to work something out. But yeah, that's what I got for you today. Thanks each one of you, and as always, take care and God bless.